Hello, welcome to Beam Them Up. My name is Monica Renee, and I want to thank you for visiting my channel. And if you like the video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. So, anyway, if you're interested in improving your morning routine, I have 5 effective methods for you to do that. So, what I would like to talk about is some of the 5 habits that I do each morning. And I think it helps me in being productive. And not that we want to keep working hard, we do want to work smart. So when you do certain things and include certain things in your morning routine, then it allows you to be able to work smarter, not harder. Okay. So, of course, number one, and this is challenging for most people, it's definitely challenging for me, is waking up early. And when you wake up early, most of the time you feel better, right? Unless you're just a nocturnal person and you like to be up all night and sleep during the day. But in most societies, especially if you live in America, business is being run from maybe, 7, 8 in the morning to 5 p.m., and some of us work 6, 7, but the majority of businesses, if we're talking about banks and post office and things like that, they run on a certain schedule. However, with new technology and everything being virtual, you know, we still uh, we can do things at different times, so we do have time flexibility. However, there are some things that are still standard, but when you wake up early, you can knock some of those things out because some people are still working on a certain time frame, right? So if you need to contact the bank because you may have had fraudulent activity on your accounts, you know, they're not there all night long, right? So you may want to reach out because you may have to go and get a new debit card or change your bank account because it's been compromised. So for me, the only way I could really wake up early, and I wake up early anyway, but is to go to bed early, right? One second. Okay. Excuse me. The weather's changing, and I feel like I'm catching a cold. I hope not. So one of the best habits you can do for yourself is going to bed early so you can wake up early. Because, when you go to bed later, you don't want to get up, right? And sometimes your body makes you get up, but you're not ready to be fully functional. So try to go to bed a little earlier so you can wake up earlier, and that way you can have a more productive day, get your routines done, and all of that. Okay, so number two is morning meditation and mindfulness. Now, that's part of waking up early, right? Because when you wake up early, what are you going to do, right? So, you want to spend some time with yourself, right? You want to have that moment before all of life responsibilities and activities come into play. So you really want to make sure that you're taking the time, if you pray, if you meditate, if you do your affirmations, make time for that every morning. Get yourself centered so that you can clear your brain so that when you do go to work or when you do have to deal with your children's principals and teachers and whatnot and homework, you're ready for that. You know what I mean? You're ready for what your children have to do. You're ready for what your spouse has to do. Or, if you're single, you're just ready for your day and whatever that holds. Okay? So clearing your mind helps you also set the tone for your day. All right? Habit number 3, exercise and stretching. I'm not an exercise person. Like I used to go to the gym. I had a gym membership and it was cool and everything, It was nice. It was a good feeling. I can't lie. I felt really good going to the gym. I lost weight. I was getting toned. All the cuties was in the gym. I was like, yeah, this is cool. But then I fell off, you know what I mean? And I'm like, And then when the pandemic came and everything, and it's like, oh, you don't want to go. I mean, I was already a germaphobe, like, oh, I got to wipe everything down, and oh, he was sweating, and I don't want to go on that thing, and you know what I mean? And so then the pandemic happened, and you wasn't going to the gym like that. At least I wasn't. I don't know if your gym was open. And so also that makes you realize, like, I need to find a way to be able to exercise and stretch at least. You know what I mean? And so I prefer stretching because at least I know I'm moving my body, I'm giving my body, stretching, and I'm stretching out those muscles that are dormant. You know what I mean? So I try to do that every day. And so that also relaxes your mind, right? That makes you, it builds up your energy because of course if you're exercising, your energy is being built up, right? And it kind of like improves your overall well-being. Um, Tip number 4, eating a healthy breakfast. So I was on this intermittent fasting, and I love it because I don't eat after 7 o'clock. Well, I wasn't eating after 7 o'clock, but that's the goal, not to eat after 7 o'clock. Like, sometimes things happen, sometimes you're out and you wind up not eating until 8 or 9. But having that 16-hour, uh, that's my chair squeaking, having that 16-hour stretch where you're not eating helps you to lose weight, okay? And it gives you the fuel that you need to run on because sometimes we're just stuffing our face with stuff, right? Just because we just feel like eating something. And so it could be, potato chips or something that's not going to give us any nutritional value. So we need energy, right? Our body needs energy to run on because what's the point of getting up early and meditating and doing all of these mindfulness exercises and stretching if we're just consuming all kind of garbage, right? So we don't want to defeat the purpose. Excuse me. We don't want to defeat the purpose. So healthy meals is like food for the brain, right? It energizes your brain. So you want your brain to be at its optimal level, right? Because you want that oxygen to feed your brain. So think about the kind of foods that you eat and how you can get that oxygen into the brain. Okay. And it's not just for, I mean, it's for the body, but also for the brain. And that's the most important thing, right? Because we think with our brain, we function, right? Our thoughts are a big part of our lives, how we think and our emotions and all of that. So when you consume the right things, then your output is going to be a lot better. I'm not going to get into the who eats meat, who doesn't eat meat, and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? What's healthy for you is healthy for you. What's healthy for me is healthy for me. What's healthy for someone else is healthy for them. Um, and then we're talking about goal setting and planning, right? So it's good to set daily goals, but I like to set weekly goals. And I was using Stephen Covey's method for many years with goal setting. And so at the end of each week, usually on Sundays, I will review my whole week and all my goals and see if I accomplish what I set out to accomplish that week. And sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes, like I said, life happens. But with that plan, he usually tells you to schedule your priorities so that you whatever happens, you're gonna get your priorities done, right? And so when you set goals for the week, it's fresh in your mind so you're able to accomplish them and you can focus on them, right? And I mean, it's easy sometimes to-do lists. Like people say, oh, don't the to-do list is not, don't do the to-do list. But I love to-do lists. I love post-it notes. I love all of that. I mean, I am a paper addict. I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to minimize paper, but I love paper. I like to write, so I love paper. But yeah, so setting your goals and your plans so that when things come up, you can say yay or nay, right? So basically, those are my 5 tips to have a productive day. So start off. trying to get up early. And the only way, the best way to do that is go to bed early. So that's the two for one, right? And then we're talking about doing our meditations, our prayers, our affirmations. Make some time for that in the morning, right? So you can clear your head before your children wake up, before your man want to do. Go get your head clear. And then, or I should say, woman, whatever you got going on. Number three, you want to do your exercise, you want to do your stretching, you know, because you want to make sure that you're improving your overall well being, right? You want to get that energy so when your day starts, you're ready. And then eating a healthy breakfast, right? That's energy for the brain. You want to optimize your thinking, your brain. You want a healthy brain, not just a healthy body. You want your brain to be right. And then number five, goal setting and planning. Plan your day, plan your week, plan your month, plan your year. As a matter of fact, if you go to my Etsy page, it's I believe it's Etsy, beamthemup.com on Etsy. And I have some journals there that have goal setting. And I mean, it's great. You can just, it's a digital journal and you can set your goals for the week and you're good. So I hope that this video and my 5 habits for a productive day will help you. I really hope you can incorporate them into your morning routine. It's practical, and you know, I hope that this inspires you to take action and not sit there and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it next year." Start now, so when the new year comes, you already rolling. All right. So until next time, my name is Monica Renee, and this is Beam Them Up. Bye bye.